folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. So Ohio State's offense making their way on the field to open this game. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Tough running to avoid a loss and just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Refusing to be stopped on this play. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be...
Oh, and he fumbles! And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. We got it. The field goal's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Crowd to the field goal. The kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the LSU Tigers offense out there for their first possession. wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. First down and 10. Breaks into open space. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what
intercepted, picked off by the defense. They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The back's got it. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The short completion of the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. Screenplay works.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen in.
And that's out of bounds. Folks, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last season's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So LSU's offense comes on the field first today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Receiver in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. Well, there's the stiff arm. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. He shreds the tackle.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Bringing pressure. Catch made in space. Look out. He's in the clear. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. On this offense in great scoring position.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
Running through the tackle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll give it to the running back. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker?
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's first and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
Second and goal for the offense. Catch made by the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the strength from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Buckeyes offense gets their first crack now. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance curve. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. Let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he was through the football on time. He didn't try to do too much. Found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do. Not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance. Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Fires it on the move. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout where they check him out. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. He'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Turns it loose downfield. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last drive, the passing game, very effective. Beating them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a still-play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The receiver makes the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. As we move to the second quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw yet again.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw. Perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd downs this drive, but they'll need 10 yards here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They're going to run it. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, LSU. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The throw complete to the running back underneath. He'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. The player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The passing game is so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Checks this down to the running back. Oh, and he did not get there. The defense rising up against this elite third down offense. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through. Scooped up in the defense. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to put it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense operating from the pistol. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Cut quickly. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He breaks free. Breaks into the clear. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Automatic on the PAT. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they set it for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. And the punt team now on to kick it away. See if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shaw. They make the tackle, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense with poor field position, backed up inside their own 10. On first down, it's play action. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. He heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking for his big tight end. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And here's the return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end makes the catch downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Look out, room to run here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. And he'll drop back here on third down. It's caught on the crossing pattern. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The offense will take their first timeout of the half to talk strategy here. The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the offense will use a timeout. Have a quick meeting on the sideline. Here's the 2nd down play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback. Uncomfortable and forcing the ball into coverage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes a quick grab.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Well, he coughed it up after.
Hang on here. We've got a timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Ran by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Tried for a big play there as time runs out in the 1st half. And it's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And he's going to bring this out from him. He lost the ball. It's a wild scramble. Oh, and it's recovered by the kicking team. A special teams turnover. Ouch. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Play action here on 1st down. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Can he get there on the ground? Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, LSU! And they jump on top here in the second half. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to the left. Makes the ground with plenty of room to run. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage. Well, this has proven to be a fun one, Kirk. Two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down the stretch and emerge with a huge win?
But, Chris, this is a huge opportunity still with the game in balance. Who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they've got him on the blitz.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it with room to run. And the defense brings him down.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short in their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. And he keeps it fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. and he takes it around the 20. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in a good position. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
The shotgun running play call. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. The shotgun run call. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. LSU getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's swarmed by the defense. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage. Because right now, it is not working.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion. Now it's 2nd down here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. And as we take a break to flip ends in the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Now, entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Let's it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Back to throw again. Goes to his right side there with a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead to sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
The shotgun handoff here. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And gain enough to set up first down now at the 39.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Short throw complete to the tight end.
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple of scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Fourth down, look at the throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
It's an out route, the catch made, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. So what a huge call in this game. Wipe away the first down with the offensive pass interference call and back them up 15. 12th play of this marathon march, but it's third down and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it right near the end zone. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So here we go, fourth quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Grinding away on the ground. Across the 40. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal, handoff. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, LSU.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's the running back in the flat. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw here. Caught by the receiver.
Chris, I love what this defense is doing right now, working with a 2-possession lead, essentially telling the offense, hey, we'll give you those underneath throws. We'll allow those short gains, but we're not going to give any shots downfield, and we're going to tackle you inbounds to keep that clock moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. Looking to chuck it again. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short game. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offense coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it in the open. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. It's a blitz look here from the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. 9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Completion, that's about 9 yards. Not enough for the 1st, and it's 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. A deep shot to the left side. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? The defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. The offense just takes a knee here. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.